What if the most expensive thing you could ever buy with your money is actually absolutely nothing? If you've spent years grinding and optimizing your portfolio, you've likely asked how much is enough. But the more dangerous question is, do you actually know how to spend it once you get there? We learn to save and compound, but almost nobody teaches us the art of spending. As a result, many smart investors build massive empires of capital only to find themselves completely bankrupt of joy. Knowing how to acquire money is a different skill set from knowing how to use it. Welcome back to The Strategic Investor. Today, we're diving into Morgan Housel's brilliant book, The Art of Spending Money: Simple Choices for a Richer Life. A natural sequel to The Psychology of Money, this book explores human behavior and the deeply personal art of spending in a world where showing off has become a full-time job. Core themes for the strategic spender. 1. All behavior makes sense with enough information. We love to judge how others spend, but everyone is a product of their unique past. People with post-traumatic broke syndrome might be terrified to spend a single dime, while others might buy luxury cars as revenge on their past. Heavy spending is often just gasping for air. An overworked investment banker might rapidly spend a bonus simply to compensate for the misery of how that paycheck was earned. 2. The formula for contentment. The happiest people aren't the richest, they are simply the most content. Housel's formula is simple. Wealth equals what you have minus what you want. If expectations outpace income, happiness is impossible. Neurologically, our brains crave the dopamine of anticipating new things, not the things themselves. The only way to win this game is to intentionally stop playing and recognize when you have enough. 3. The inner versus outer scorecard. Housel shares the story of two 1968 solo sailors to illustrate Warren Buffett's framework. Donald Crowhurst desperately craved public respect, faked his coordinates, and ultimately took his own life under the pressure. Bernard Moitessier was actually winning but abandoned the race to sail to Tahiti just to save his inner peace. Before opening your wallet, ask, are you spending to change how others perceive you, or because it feeds your soul? Spending to show off is an expensive way to gain temporary respect. 4. Independence is the highest ROI. Wealth without independence is a unique form of poverty. Unspent money actively buys freedom and autonomy. Contrast Antoine Walker, who made $108 million but filed for bankruptcy due to lavish living, with John Urschel, who made a fraction of that in the NFL but saved everything to retire early, get a PhD, and completely control his life. Financial independence exists on a 15-level spectrum, from level 0, total dependence, to level 15, complete calendar control. Every dollar saved buys more control over your future. Beware of social debt. Spending loudly to get attention can become a massive liability, as it did for drug lord Frank Lucas when his flashy coat caught the attention of the NYPD. The Manifesto for a Richer Life. Using Charlie Munger's technique of inversion, Housel shows that to be miserable, you should let money become your entire identity and pursue status over independence. To avoid that fate, follow this manifesto. Spend less than you make. Quietly compound your assets. Remember that money serves you, not the other way around. Understand that independence is the highest ROI money can buy. The luckier you are, the nicer you should be. Wealth shouldn't blind us to humanity. The actionable challenge: audit your last 3 major purchases. Did you buy them for your inner scorecard to buy back your time, or for your outer scorecard to impress people who aren't even thinking about you? Shift your capital from buying stuff to buying time. That is the ultimate trade. Thank you for tuning in. If you found value, hit subscribe and share this episode with someone grinding for wealth but forgetting how to live. Until next time, keep compounding quietly,